Welcome to NintendoCade channel. I am Danny. I had the pleasure of playing a bit of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, courtesy of Nintendo. They invite Evelyn and I to this really awesome venue that had on display the Tears of the Kingdom Edition Nintendo Switch OLED system, case, Pro Controller, and Link Amiibo. To top it off, they had this amazing Tears of the Kingdom Link statue, and I got to see it up close and admire all the details. By now, I'm sure most of you have seen trailers and gameplay presented by AGI Numa. In this hands-on preview, I can show you a bit more and expand on the new mechanics and gameplay possibilities that The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom will bring. So settle down as I'm going to show you as much as I can from my play of the game. As you're watching, if you find this video informative and you enjoyed it, I would appreciate a thumbs up. Consider subscribing for more episodes like this coming your way. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get into it. So one of the new abilities we have is Ascend. It's a helpful traversal ability where as long as the area has a ceiling, you can go through it and reach the top. What I found out is if you use Ascend and reach to the top, you can stay there and look around to decide if it's safe to proceed. In this state, time will stop, enemies and objects will stay frozen. In my case, I pressed forward and time resumed as normal. Conversely, you can also back off and you will descend back down to where you were. Knowing that the fuse ability was available, I attempted to alter an item or weapon in hand by combining it with other items with it. So naturally, I fused the first thing I saw, which was this blue Moblin horn. It turned my traveler's sword into a different but technically stronger weapon. So my curiosity got the best of me. Here I see a bomb barrel, but can I fuse it to my shield? Oh yes I can. Now being ganged up by a bunch of bokoblin, outnumbered and outmuscled too. Let's see if I can turn the tide of this battle. Letting them hit me, and there they go, all taken care of. So this is one way I can take them out. I can also take a different approach by using the recall ability. If you recall, it can rewind an object's movement that has already come to pass. Keeping that in mind, I used it on the spike ball, move out of harm's way, and let it work against this gang of bokoblins. Another way I approached this settlement was using a rocket. Using the fuse ability and combining it with my shield makes for a handy tool to go high up and see the settlement. Of course, while in the air, I went on the offensive and fused all sorts of items to my arrows like bomb flowers for a big impact, or shoot some meat to distract them. Here is a neat balloon contraption I was able to use to go high up and made infiltration a breeze. How you approach bokoblin settlements and take out enemies will be a different experience when compared to Breath of the Wild. Okay, I know you guys seen enough of the ground and want to see more of the new Sky Islands. Alright, let's get up there and I'll show you around. Nintendo have previously revealed how we can access these Sky Islands from the ground, and at the moment, the only thing I can say is that I was able to experience a new way to access the sky other than what was already revealed. One of the biggest questions I have is how do we actually move from one Sky Island to another? Upon arriving to this Sky Island, I noticed this strange floating landmass. Apparently, I was able to manipulate this landmass with the Ultra Hand ability. I quickly accessed it by going into this radio menu and select it. Now I can just grab onto it and move it around freely. If you look closely, there is another Sky Island in the far distance. To get to it, let's see if I can use this floating landmass to my advantage. Around the corner, I noticed there are these helpful rocket items. I think you know what I'm thinking. Using the Ultra Hand again, I grabbed onto one and brought it over. I made sure to orientate the rocket in the correct position as I need to propel forward. I am going to attach two to the floating landmass to get the maximum oomph to move the distance. So I got on and hit the rockets and that activated its propulsion, and there you go, a rocket propelled floating landmass traversing the skies. Now that I'm on this Sky Island, and if I look up, there are other Sky Islands floating high above this one. Thinking hard about it, what do I have in my toolkit that I can use to go up? Well, remember from the beginning, I showed the Ascend ability? I thought about it and maybe I could use the same here. I found a piece of land from the above Sky Island that was protruding downward toward Link, similar to the ceiling I spoke of earlier. And that was how I was able to ascend all the way up to this higher elevation Sky Island. Now that I'm here, I don't think I'm still high enough. Do you see that Sky Island eluding me higher in the sky? Well, I found out another neat trick with the floating landmass. I'm just going to grab and attach this rocket in a vertical position. Hit it, and here we go, going higher than ever before. By now, I'm sure you realize that these floating landmasses can be used in different ways to travel between Sky Islands. But what if I show you an even cooler way to move between Sky Islands? You all may know that you can craft all sorts of neat apparatus to cross different terrains with the items you have or encountered. With the right materials, you can put together this insanely cool flying vehicle, blasting you to the next island in no time. You can even control it while in the air too. I will hint you on a small detail. There is a feature in the game that streamlines the building process with Ultra Hand, but unfortunately that's all I can say at the moment. There you have it. I hope my gameplay of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom gave you a bit more insight into its expanded world and gameplay possibilities. There are many more things I want to show you, so stay tuned here at NintendoCade for future coverage. If you have enjoyed this presentation, I would appreciate a thumbs up. Consider subscribing for more videos like this coming your way. I am Danny, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye for now.